I love my job. I'm doing what I love what I'm doing right here on the number one station in the nation. Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin. I am just excited. I always kind of get this way when I, sort of have individuals stop by and kind of tell me who they are and where they are and, some of the outstanding things that they are in the process of doing. Today is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dr. Sharon Arrindell is back here with us on this afternoon. And I'm just going to simply say, good afternoon, Sharon. How are you?
I am good, thank you. How are
Oh,
you?
please, if you have to ask me, I must be slipping. Stop it. I am doing outstanding. And you know what? Today, it's all about you. For those that were unable to tune in on last week, of course, Dr. Sharon Arrindell is here, and she is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. All you have to do is simply stop by our platform, GMAP1.com, click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. You'll see a copy of her publications and some of the outstanding things that she's doing. But for those that weren't able to tune in, of course, Sharon, I'm just going to give you that opportunity once again. Please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Dr. Sharon Arrindell?
Well, I am a girl. Everybody keeps calling me young lady, so I'm going to grab hold of that and just keep it going. But I was born in Jamaica originally, Jamaica, West Indies, and moved to this country at 10 years old
Mm,
with my parents. And so it's been a long ride.
yeah.
36 years in New York and I think about 17 years here in Florida. So it's been a ride and a journey. Who am I? I am it's becoming cliche because people say they're a child of God,
Uh,
but that's truly who I am. And I just do everything to please God.
amen. Amen.
That's the desire of my heart. I want to hear well done. I want him to be pleased with what I'm doing. So that's the that's my claim to fame
Amen.
because I don't want to be famous. I want God to be famous
Yeah.
through me.
Yeah.
So that everything that I do is bent on that thought. And
Well,
so that's basically who I am.
amen. Well, on today, of course, people may have missed the opportunity on last week. And of course, as I said before, you are an outstanding young lady and who is happened to be one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. And, quickly, if you don't mind, just, kind of mention the publications that you currently have available for their convenience if they want to show their love, care, concern, and support, and go out and purchase a copy of them. We want them to at least know what they are and how they can go about receiving the copy. If you don't mind sharing that.
Well, I have quite a few, you know. Most recent one, which we talked about last week, was Armored and Victorious Memoirs of a Crossover Season. And it's actually the sequel to the first part of my story, Weapons for Victory Memoirs of a Perfect Storm. And then I have a book for a woman called Embracing Our Queenly Anointing. And the backdrop of that is Queen Esther in the book of Esther.
Mm,
And then I have a book that I wrote for pastors and church leaders called The Shepherd's Call.
amen.
And then there was um, for couples, and it's called Christian Divorce Wars because the war continues even beyond the walls, behind the walls of the church.
Mm,
And just talking about the foundation of marriage as God intended it. I wrote a devotional for a woman called 31 Days of Wholeness, where I grabbed hold of as many women as I could find to help me write the book. And their stories are each day, each of those 31 days, you get to read about one of their stories as part of the devotional. And then I wrote a devotional for new believers called Newbies in the Kingdom.
Yeah.
And so that those are my publications. I did write in an anthology that became an international bestseller called The Fiercely Unstoppable Entrepreneur. So I'm one of the, I collaborated with some other people to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And, to find my books, you just go on my website. I have a speaker website, drsharonarrindell.com. And also my counseling and coaching website is inspiredwholenesscounseling.com. And that's
Amen.
where
Well,
Amazon and, all the other places.
well, today I'm very excited because there's some amazing information that you have to share with us concerning a down but not out. Just
Yes.
kind of want you to break that down because I know there is quite a few of inspiring authors out there who would love
Hmm.
to be a part of a collaboration such as this one. Why don't you break it down and just tell us a little bit about what it means to be involved with down but not out?
Recently, someone called it my passion, and I suppose it's a passion right now. It kind of sounds like one because I'm writing it as a result of watching my daughter's mother-in-law, Juliet Douglas, fight her way and battle through cancer. And prior to passing away, she was definitely thriving,
Mm.
for about 10 plus years with that disease. And watching her do that, and almost at the end of the story, she handed me a composition book and with writing in it, but I couldn't read it.
Mm.
Because her brain, she had multiple brain surgeries and everything was kind of muffled. She couldn't speak well, she couldn't write. But recently, this was in 2019 that she passed, but recently, October 2023, I was asked to be the speaker, the keynote speaker at a survivor gala, cancer survivor gala. And as I was sitting there listening to some of the people who are thriving through this or have thrived through this, I thought about what would it look like to pen those pages, to get these people to actually write their stories and so that they can encourage other people. And so I came home in October thinking about it, and every day I would be thinking about it and, looking at her, what she wrote in that book as well, and wondering what to do with all this information that was in my headspace. That night, my topic was from surviving to thriving.
Mm.
And when I thought about all of that, the topic that came into my head space for the book was down but not out, from surviving to thriving. And it's a book that everybody who has thrived through this and are thriving or have watched somebody thrive, they get to write with me. They get to write with us. They get to write with Juliet's family, because we're going to do this as a family. We're going to put all of our little pieces into one chapter about her journey. And then we're looking for about 20 other people to just give their chapter as well, as far as it concerns them. And sometimes it's difficult for people to write because they feel like it's about them, but you've been given a story for others to read and run with, for
Right.
others to read and gain strength from. So I don't know who is out there who has struggled or struggled through it and then found themselves thriving through this. But if you're out there, that's who I'm looking for. That's who I'm looking for to write in this amazing anthology. And so that's what Down But Not Out is about. Somebody told me it sounds like a movement, and I guess it is a movement because cancer has taken over the entire
Yeah.
world, it seems, right?
Yeah.
So I just recently, yesterday, heard from a friend of mine who, said he went home. He lives in New York, America, and his wife is still in Jamaica, and he heard, he went, and when he went, she was like 100 pounds wet, right?
Mm.
And found out it was pancreas. She had, I think it was cancer in her pancreas, I think he said, but whatever it is, it was a shocker,
Yeah.
as it always is at first. But the issue is you get to either struggle with it, fight through it, or thrive through it.
Right. Wow.
And it's no different from other things. Like we've seen COVID, we've seen all of these other things that have come to wipe out a nation.
Hmm.
But if we could just write about it, we could push the enemy back and say,
Right.
hey, we're going to fight this thing through, and we're going to write our stories and get other people on this movement, to wipe out cancer completely. And my hope is to give most of the proceeds from this to St. Jude,
Oh,
um,
yeah.
research, for children fighting this and their families watching them.
Now, for those inspiring authors that actually want to find out more information and or details about how they too can be a part of this movement and how they can be a part of what you're doing and what's the process for that? I mean, how could they get involved? What do they have to do in order to do so?
Well, I literally put it on my website, and if they go to drsharonarrindell.com /we, WE, and then there's a dash rise, we rise. So it's Dr. Sharon Arrindell /we rise. And they will see all the information about the anthology. If that doesn't work out, they can email me at inspiredwholeness58@gmail.com.
Wow. Well, I'm just tremendously excited about what you're doing, and of course, we want to continue to bless the people, put this information out there for the viewers to grab a hold of. We know that there is some inspiring authors out there that would love to
Mhm.
be a part of this collaboration, and of course, we are encouraging you. If you don't mind, Sharon, share your website again because we're encouraging them to stop by the website, find out more details, contact you and or me, and I will be sure to connect the dots. But if you don't mind, share that website one more time and let the people know how they too could find out more information about this and be a part of it if they choose to be.
It's Dr. Sharon Arrindell.com /we, and then there's a dash in between rise, we rise. So Dr. Sharon Arrindell, we rise. Um, and the rising is, rising from the ashes of all of this. When there's ashes, there had to have been a fire.
Mm,
And so the fire of cancer, um, left some ashes. But the thing is, God gives beauty for ashes. And so we get to rise from the ashes and write our stories and be victorious instead of victimized, right?
right,
So
right.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
now, is there, in fact, is there a time frame that you're hoping to meet in order to get this all together and underway? Is there some type of time frame that they should be concerned about?
Yes, because I want to push it out just like I did with my most recent book, but this time I want to push it out as an international bestseller, and that takes some time. So the hope is for the book to be published, on Kindle at least by March, and then be released in May.
Mm,
And so that is the hope. That's the hope, you
Yeah.
know. It's not written in stone, but that is the desire of my heart, is to get it out there, for the publisher to get to it. You know, all of these things cost money. We're not doing uh as my coach would say, we're not doing just a little art project. We don't
Mm-hmm.
want it to look like something that we hurried to do. We're actually getting it professionally published, professionally edited by editors, and the company that I utilize to push and promote as a bestseller is a great, you know, they do this all the time, every day with their eyes closed, right? So
Yeah.
that's how we want to push this out. And everybody who writes in the book, when it becomes a bestseller, it's not Dr. Sharon's bestseller, it's everybody's
Yeah.
bestseller. You
Yeah.
become a best-selling author, and a best-selling author of a book of something that was supposed to take you out
Yeah.
or take somebody else out. So I challenge, I'm challenging people to just come forward, write it. We're looking for 1,500 words. Um, what is that, about 6 or 7 pages? That's not even a lot, but
Right. Right.
it's a lot for some people. We're looking for seasoned authors as well as newbies, you
Right.
know, new authors that have had a book in their belly and just were afraid to bring it forward. Well, you get to write a little bit of it right now, and eventually, I'm telling you, it feels good, and then you decide, I'm going to write a book of my own
Yeah.
all by myself. So that's what this is about.
Down, but not out. We encourage all of our inspiring authors to share, and we encouraging you to go to the website, look at the details, find out what it is that's necessary in order for you to be a part of this amazing collaboration. Of course, once again, the information is also posted on the GMAP Broadcast Network site. Once again, gmap1.com. Click on that, and of course, go to the area that is titled Featured Authors. You will see a copy of the current publication that I'm showing you on our television screen, Down But Not Out. It does have the website information listed. We encourage you to go to the website, find out more details, information about the authors as well as the publication, what's involved, how can you be a part of it, and we encourage you to share it with some of the additional inspiring authors that you may be aware of, that you may know, that would love to be a part of this amazing movement. Once again, she is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, gmap1.com, Dr. Sharon Arrindell. And of course, if you stop by our platform, again, click on featured authors. You will see a copy of the publications that she has available, as well as the information on the outstanding movement that's underway, down but not out. Well, Dr. Sharon Arrindell, I appreciate you, and we want to send our love and send a shout out to those additional networks that are helping us put this information out there. We want to encourage as many people as possible to be a part of this and show your love, care, concern, and support. Purchase your copies of Dr. Sharon's, all of her publications. You will not be disappointed. And of course, we are looking forward to receiving a follow up to find out how it's going, to find out if there's any additional information or individual authors that you may need to be a part of this. And we want to let you know that we appreciate your time today. And we also appreciate you taking time out to accept the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family here at the GMAP Broadcast Network. Anything, and I mean anything that we can do to continue to assist you along your journey, all you have to do is pick up the phone and let us know what that may be. And two things will come out of that. The answer will always be yes, and you will never have to ask me twice, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
No,
Thank you for this today. Thank
we
you.
thank you, and we are looking forward to an amazing outcome as you continue to push forward. We'll continue to let the world know as much and as often as we can to be a part of the movement and, of course, show the love, care, concern, and support. Until next time, of course, Dr. Sharon Arrindell here, one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network. And don't forget to check out the information. Be a part of it. Find out what it is that you need to do in order to take your place in this movement. Till next time, Dr. Sharon Arrindell, I want you to be blessed and continue to be a blessing to others and have a fantabulous rest of your day, okay?
You too, sir. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you so much for being here. God bless you, and we shall talk with you soon.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm still inviting all those writers who want to write with me, and because I know I have some more writers out there who want to write with me in this very, very challenging book that will take you to the core of your thriving situation, thriving through. So I'm going to challenge you to write your story. This is not just a project, it's a movement. So come alongside and help me to write Down But Not Out, from surviving to thriving, and look at what God will do.